In this video we're going to look at drawing a tangent, a straight line tangent to a circle from a point outside the circle. So if we just have a look at our page, in this I have a point. This is going to be my point P outside of the circle. I have a point which is going to be the center of the circle, and I've put them about 75 millimeters apart, and they're not horizontal to each other. That's not important. You can position it anywhere you like on the page. They can be at opposite sides of the page or quite close to each other. That's up to you. I'm going to draw a circle now on my center point. The radius of this is not important because it's the same procedure for all questions. So I'm just going to draw a circle. And I want to draw a tangent to this circle from point P. To do this, there's a few short steps that we need to follow. The first step is I'm going to join point P to the center of the circle. So point P to the center of the circle. After this, I'm going to bisect the line that I've just drawn. So from point P, point my compass, extend it over halfway along the length of the line and swing an arc. I'm going to do the same thing now from the center of the circle, swinging another arc. That arc must be the same size as the first arc that I've drawn. I'm going to join my 2 points, and this bisector, this line, will bisect the center of that circle, or bisect the line P joining to the center. From here, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to join or draw an arc. So put the point of my compass on the center, or on the bisector, this point here, and I'm going to draw an arc that touches off the center and point P. So it has the same radius. So if I swing an arc now, that cuts my circle here and up here. This gives me my point of contact, POC and POC. So now all that I need to do is I need to draw my tangent joining my point of contact back to point P. That's one tangent. You can extend that on beyond if you want. And the second tangent also from point P to my point of contact, giving me my tangent. 2 tangents to a circle from a point outside of the circle. So I'll just do that one more time, picking a random point here for the center of my circle, random point out here, point P, drawing any size circle, any size circle, and I just want to find a tangent touching this side of it down here. Procedure is still the same. Join P to the center, bisect that line, so extend over halfway, swing an arc, so swing an arc from both ends where the 2 arcs cross each other. I join, and they're going to form part of my bisector. This here happens to be the point that's halfway between the center and point P. From there, I'm going to swing an arc that will touch off the center point and point P, and I just need it to intersect this side of the curve of the circle this time. This is going to be my point of contact, and I can draw my tangent from point P to touch the point of contact there. Sometimes for these questions you're asked to find the normal. The normal is a line that is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact, and that is always going to be in a circle, a line joining to the center from the point of contact. So this is the normal, and out here is my tangent.